Youth, hello. Good evening, Stella Henry here. Finally, we're gonna deal with some of your questions. We got 3 questions out of the basket, and the very first one we're gonna treat tonight is that okay for someone to sleep with an opposite sex in the dream? It's not okay. It kills and it destroys. Sometimes it prevents one from getting married, some other times it prevents you from having children. Something is being deposited into the system that you don't even know what it is, and the Bible has taught us that we should pray without ceasing. And when men slept, the enemy sowed the seed. So at all times, it's very important for us to wake up at night, midnight, and pray. Because when we sleep all night, you can imagine we're sleeping on our problems, and then the devil is going to have an opportunity to come and sow a seed. The reason we take it for granted sometimes is because we don't actually understand what happens in the spiritual realm. But honestly speaking, it is very busy. Spiritual realm, that are monitoring mirrors, that are monitoring you, monitoring gadgets, spiritual beings that are all over the whole place, doing all kinds of things. Meanwhile, we sit down sometimes and we think, because I said my prayers by 9 p.m. before I went to sleep, I believe that God allowed it. Honey, James 1:13, God does not give us any temptation. He does not. So it is obviously not coming from him. This is demonic, and it has to be handled prayerfully. Prayerfully, it has to be handled. One time, years back, we went to do a movie somewhere. So we had traveled we've gone out there with our costumes, and then this very lady came in, and she was new to the program, but then she provided us with lots of costumes, dresses, makeup, and then she was ready to dress you up depending on whatever part that you were supposed to play. And when I saw her enthusiasm and curiosity, I just walked up to her and I said, honey, I really appreciate that you brought us a lot of costumes, but I think we're just going to deal with what we have, because I actually came with our own costumes. But in life, there are some people that are smarter than others. So one of our ladies quickly jumped and grabbed a cloth, picked up a dress from the one that brought us costumes. She dressed herself with that. To cut that long story short, later on we figured that the one that brought us makeups and the rest of them was in a spiritual world, and this was one of her ways to initiate little girls and initiate them into their kingdom. Till today, the one that wore that dress is struggling, because along the line she left church, and I cannot say anything about her spiritual life, but I know that she is really struggling, and we still pray to God that someday she's going to be out of it. Maybe she was initiated, maybe she was not. This is why we don't have to be very smart sometimes, especially in things that you don't know. Also, I want to encourage you to be content with what you have. People go out there, and then just because you feel like you want to impress the world, what you have is not enough. You go to borrow something from a friend, you don't know so much. You don't know what your friend does at night when you go to sleep. You don't know who flies at night. Sometimes you'll mess your life up by what you're borrowing from the next person. So it is going to be very beautiful that we have to just make do with what we have. Stop borrowing things from people. It is very dangerous. Something happened again. One afternoon, this lady was walking on the street, and all of a sudden she fell down and she was screaming like crazy. So later on, we didn't know what happened to her, but she now explained to us that she had a spiritual husband, and she told them that she was not interested anymore because too many things were happening in her family. They were literally killing her family physically. And then they were preventing her from getting married because she was already married in the spiritual realm. So she got offended, and then she threw their child in the water. And then she told the guy that she was not interested anymore. So walking to the church that evening, She was just on her way walking down, and then the spiritual husband came and met her and slapped her. We saw her, but we didn't see her spiritual husband. So I want to let you know that there's something happening in the spiritual realm. So we really need to take it seriously. So please let us tune it a little up, our spiritual life, and God will bless us. The next question we want to look at tonight is that okay to sleep with the guy that has engaged me? I'm already wearing his engagement ring, so obviously he's gonna marry me. So is that okay to sleep with him? Is there anything that is wrong? Because I don't think anything is wrong. Well, everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. The Bible says that though we're in the world, we are not of the world. We are different. So I mean, worldly speaking, somebody out there is gonna tell you that this is beautiful. Somebody will definitely ask you what is wrong with it. So, but if you're a true Christian, well, it is wrong. Because first of all, you are not beans, neither are you rice. The Bible rather calls you a holy nation. You are a royal priesthood. You are not to be tested. Because the one that wants to sleep with you will do it, and he will end up not marrying you. Because when he tries it and this is not exactly what he wants, guess what? He's going to, take to his wheels. So you have to follow the steps. Christian steps. Ask God to direct your steps, and he will definitely do that, and that will help you. So if you feel like you're trying to secure that marriage for yourself, some people get so scared, like I don't want to miss this opportunity, I don't want to lose him. Honey, you're not gonna keep any man like that. You're not gonna keep any man like that. You cannot keep a man with your beauty. You're not gonna keep a man with anything. So if you try to fight for yourself, then right there you see yourself losing it. Sometimes we just walk by, men's sight, just because, the guy is, something that we want. That's the picture that we want to marry. Oh, he looks like he even has a car. I think he's rich. There are some things that he's not even telling me. So now you want to fight for yourself when you cannot even add an hair to the hair that you already have. So you have to give it to God and allow him to fight it. Philippians said that he who has started a good thing in you will definitely accomplish it. So if he has started this beautiful thing for you, you have to allow him to accomplish it. If you keep yourself, trust me, this man will do everything to get you at the end of the day. But if you sleep with him, so a lot of times you're going to lose him. Sometimes you actually may marry him, but a lot of times, and I know that some of you that asking this question, you all have some of you got your bitter experience, and I'm truly sorry for that. Days of ignorance have passed. So now when we know the truth, we don't want to repeat the same thing that we have done before. It does not help anybody. So the answer is no. Because wearing that ring is not a guarantee that this man is going to marry you. I have seen a couple of people that wore that ring, and at the end of the day, it didn't work. So it might not work. So no, don't do it. Allow God to fix your life for you. He has already started doing a good thing for you, so allow him to accomplish it. Proverbs 29 verse 25 says that whoever that trusts in the Lord is kept safe. So trust in the Lord. Don't worry about what your friends will tell you. They're going to tell you to say, go ahead. What, are you crazy? Go ahead and sleep with him. You do that, and the guy runs away. The guy is like, okay, she cannot even keep herself. She's not decent. She's not this and that. And he will leave you. He will just make up all the reasons to leave you. And then you probably might end up having pregnancy without even knowing where the man has gone to, without having a man to take care of you. You're walking on the street without finally touching the car or enjoying all those things that you felt that you saw. So the best thing all the time is going to be to give it to God. Praise the Lord. Psalm 34 verse 10 says that those who seek the Lord lacks no good thing. When you seek the Lord, you lack nothing good. But when you begin to seek counsel from your friend who does not even know what the answer is, or from your friend who is not, a lot of friends are jealous. That's one thing you need to bear in mind. Some of your friends are jealous. They are not happy that you're trying to get married, so they are going to either discourage you or try to encourage you to do something that will definitely push you out of it. So at the end of the day, who do you have left? God. God. So Psalm 34 verse 10, put it down somewhere and read it. Some people say, oh, I don't have the strength. How am I going to do it? Can I handle it? Yeah. Learn to say no. Not knowing how to say no has really put a lot of people in the prison that they are in today, that they don't even know when to come out unless they really give it to God. So we must learn to say no. Philippians 4:13 say, I can do all things through him who gives me what? Strength. So you can do all things. You can do all things. So don't think that, oh, this is too much. I don't know how to say no. You don't want to find yourself in that, I'm feeling like a loser. I know we have seen, that a lot. A lot of people are feeling like a loser. You feel like a loser after you open up yourself and allow a stranger into your life. They invade it and they run away. Definitely you're gonna feel like a loser. But honey, you can make a choice and you're not gonna feel like a loser. Trust in God and give it all to him and he will take care. Jeremiah 29:11 say, for I know the thoughts that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to do what? Plans to give you the things that you wouldn't have been able to give to yourself. He has a lot of big plans for you. So why do you want to carry it by yourself? 10. I'm not going to waste your time so much on that. And I don't want to do a lot of citation, but I want to also give you 1 John, which I have here. 1 John 3:18. I'm just going to read it. Say, dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. Yes, this is for everybody. It's for the man, it's for the woman. Let it be by action. Sometimes you're worried that, but he loves me, but he said he's going to build me skyscraper. He said he's going to carry me to the moon. He said he's going to do this and do that. And yourself, you're also promising what you're not going to do. And along the line, you are like, so I can't refuse him. I can't say no. The devil is feeding you with lies. So let us not go there. Some people don't want to do anything church. Like they don't want to hear anything about Christianity. They're like, oh, Christians, they have failed. Spare me that. I want to read 1 Timothy 4:12. He said, let no one despise your what? Your youth. But be an example to the believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, and in what? In purity. Be an example. We are full of complaints. I don't want them. Anyway, once I know that you're a child of God, I'm going to run away from you because Christians, they have failed. What about you? Then be that good Christian. If everybody has failed, be that example. That's what Timothy is saying. So we're going to cut everything short. So don't do it. Just pray to God, ask him to direct your steps, and wait. Ecclesiastes says there's a right time for everything. I don't know what you're looking for, whether you're trying to get married or whether you're already married waiting to have your children. Hannah waited and children came. She waited on the Lord. She wasn't going from friend to friend to friend. She wasn't being worried unnecessarily. She was crying. Her cries was unto the Lord. And she did what she finally got what she was looking for. So the last question for tonight is that okay for my boss to sleep with me? I have been praying to God, asking God to please promote me in my job. This is because I really want to start paying my tithe. And after I made that prayer, my boss all of a sudden called me and told me that my promotion is right here. The promotion is on his fingers, it's on the desk. But for him to sign this promotion, that he wants to sleep with me. And honestly speaking, I want to pay my tithe. And I feel like God understands, because He knows that I made this prayer. Well, whichever way you look at it, honey, it's not good. This is just like a politician going to kill somebody out there and bring in, and because he knows that his life could be in danger, he carried some of the money to the church. I want to give God this money so that God can protect me, so that I can be alive to kill another person. It doesn't work like that. The Bible is even saying that if you have a problem with somebody out there and you're bringing your offering, it's not going to be accepted as a sweet savor. You really need to, take your offering, drop it somewhere, go and settle your scores before you can come back and put your offering. So you're not going to go sleep with your boss so that you can give God some money. God didn't say He's hungry like that. So no. Sweetheart, there's a right time for everything. You wait on the Lord. Keep praying. You just saw what Jeremiah 29 verse 11 said. God has a beautiful thought for you. Your boss does not. Your boss just want to mess you up. What if he has HIV that he wants to share? A lot of people don't want to die alone. Once they get to know that they have this disease, they want to share it. You can get gonorrhea from there. You can get staphylococcus. You can get pregnant. And the cause of abortion, you die. Anything can just happen to you. And that is fornication, which is a sin against your body. And it's something that you are not supposed to do. And sometimes your boss is also even a married man. That's an adultery. God Himself will judge. So no matter how you look at it, it is a no-no. Do not sleep with your boss because of a promotion. I want to let you know that if that happens, trust me, when He gives you that promotion, every time He needs a woman and He could not find one, he cannot find one actually, He's going to come knocking, looking for you. So how long are you going to do that? And then if you've been doing it, well, how are you going to scream? Or probably you just wake up and tell them, this man has been raping me, he has raped me 10 times. Sometimes it sounds very funny how a particular person that is an adult, and then we claim a man has been raping us. A man has been raping us, and it was just that we could not talk. To spare us some of this shame, I want to direct us to go to God. Everything is in God's hand. Whatever you're looking for is in the house. Everything is in God. There's no point cutting corners. Corners will always end us in trouble. But focusing on God, focusing on Christ, giving our problems to Him. A song says, give them all to Jesus and He will turn your sorrows into joy. That pays. It pays. It pays. Serving the Lord is so beautiful. I tested it and I didn't know that earlier, but trust me, when I started testing it, it is so sweet. It is so sweet. Please don't let anybody mess with you. Don't let anybody mess with you. So we're going to stop here tonight and we're going to continue. And I hope that you'll find something. Have a beautiful evening. Bye now.